when someone says the actors will take over, you give them the subtext, you tell them what they're thinking, what they're feeling. You have to have very special actors. You happen to be talented in that area. But a lot of actors just say, what do I say? Where do I stand?
Well, on the Cassavetes films, very similar, right?
Outline. They ad-libbed a lot.
I think there was a lot, but a lot less than most people think.
He wrote a lot.
Yeah, John was really a writer. He was a born writer. He wrote every day of his life. And he told great stories. I never understood a word he was saying when he was a director. Not one word. And he did it deliberately. And the reason he did it was because he was afraid that if you understood what he said, you would translate it into a cliché. He did not trust words. He felt all words were an oversimplification. So that when you're talking about attitude, and you're talking about behavior, and you're talking about an emotional energy, and you put them all together, and you try to reduce that to words, you inevitably end up with a oversimplification.
So how would he direct people in his
He would keep talking, so you were so confused that you didn't know what the hell was going on.
So it was like double talk?
And that's, no. It was never that obvious. He would get your attention. You would believe he said, oh, no, I got it. But then, boom, oh, wait a minute, that didn't fit with this. And he would hold your attention. When he got all done, you say, holy Jesus. And then he was saying, action. Oh, Christ. And you were off balance.
Deliberately, but that's good
and
sometimes.
That's what he wanted. He wanted you to be off balance. He didn't want you to impose your technique. He didn't want you to impose your ideas of what this should be fast, this should be slow, this should be loud, this should be softer, I'll take a pause, all that shit. That was all shit to him.
Great, well, that's good. But then every time you see a performance that everybody agrees is very spontaneous, usually there's no rules in being used, you know?
The thing about John that was difficult for me was to trust that whenever I made a fool of myself, he wouldn't use it. That was the hard part.
He promised you that, though, right?
Oh, he promised, but I don't believe it. I didn't believe nothing like that. But it was only until after we finished Husbands that I said to myself, maybe this guy is right.